Now, the rich ruler came to Jesus and said, "Great master, what must I do to inherit the kingdom of God?" Jesus said to him, "Go sell all you have, give to the poor, pick up your cross, and follow me." The Bible said the rich ruler went away sorrowfully because he had great possessions. And Jesus turned to the people that were watching him and said to them, "How difficult it is for the rich man to inherit the kingdom of God." He said, "It is easier for the head of a camel to go through the eye of the needle for the rich man to enter the kingdom of God." Now, what Jesus was trying to establish here is that a man's life, he further told them that a man's life does not consist in the abundance of the things which he possesses. So what it means is that your life measure is not a function or it's not determined by how much worldly possessions that you have. So a lot of people think that the quality of their life is a measure of what they physically possess. So, but what Jesus was trying to do to the man is to remove him from trusting in his riches. He was not trying to say that the rich man cannot enter the kingdom of God, but he was trying to say that those who trust in earthly riches will hardly enter into the kingdom of God. What it also means is that those who trust so much on earthly riches will hardly let it go for the sake of the kingdom of God. Jesus was wanting to make sure that his trust is not so much in his earthly possessions. Number two, Jesus was trying to teach him that anybody who must go for the kingdom of God must not be so much attached to his earthly possessions. Now, when people are so much attached to their earthly possessions, they hardly let it go for the kingdom of God. When people are so much attached to their earthly possessions, it becomes even too difficult for them to give to the poor. When people are so much attached to their earthly possessions, they trust so much on their earthly riches, and they feel that the quality and the measure of their life is a function of what they physically possess. So the greed test, Jesus was wanting to take the man through what we call the greed test. The greed test is to ensure that your life and your trust is not 100% on your earthly riches. That was why he said, "Those that trust on earthly riches will hardly enter into the kingdom of God." So the greed test want to ensure that your attachment to your earthly riches, your earthly wealth, is not so much that you cannot let it go for the sake of the kingdom of God. Never forget, we are pilgrims on this earth, and the Bible said, "Empty we came, and empty we must always go." So whatever you have today as an earthly possession is given to you in trust, so you can be able to let it go for others. The real measure of a man is not determined by what he possesses. All right, so the real measure of a man or the real measure of man is determined by how much you are ready to let go for others.